It's good that I stopped the video yesterday and quit milling when I did. It ended up raining the rest of the day. Got about 8/10 of an inch of rain. Then a wind came up, blew a lot of the leaves off the oak trees. We have leaves everywhere now. The way it's going, you would think it was the middle of November. I'm sure this is old news to a lot of you, but Woodmizer made a big announcement. They decided to end their Resharp program, which I think is going to be a big upset to a lot of Woodmizer users, including me. I thought it was such a good deal. For a reasonable price, you could ship your blades to Woodmizer, they resharpen them, then ship them back. A lot of us Woodmizer users have become dependent on that, so now it's a question of what do we do now? I know what I'm going to do now. I'm going to start milling up these Douglas fir logs, and we'll talk about that a little bit as we go. I like the Resharp service because I could just drop my blades off at UPS, then a while later UPS delivers them already sharpened. It works well for those of us who would rather have fewer things on our to-do list than have things added to our to-do list. I would rather pay them to do at what I think was a reasonable price, something that I'm just not interested in doing. I'd rather take that time and spend it making blades dull. Those are such nice boards. The problem with that is when you become dependent on someone to do something that you are dependent on, if they decide to stop doing that thing, you have a problem. That is what some of us now have, a problem. Now we need to find a solution. My solution, or temporary solution, to the vulnerability of being dependent was to stock up on a lot of bands. I probably have 70, 80 bands. At the rate I'm going, I'm not milling commercially. The only milling I'm doing is what you're seeing on video. That will last me a long time. But at some point, I'm going to have to do something with all my dull bands. When Woodmizer made that announcement, they were offering, I think it was either 10 or 15% off sharpening equipment, which may be the way I'll have to go. I'll have to buy some sharpening equipment and just start sharpening my own bands. As they say, suck it up, Buttercup. You gotta do what you gotta do. But I'm wondering if there are any alternatives to that. It looks like the lower cost Woodmizer sharpeners take a lot of manual work. The ones that do things automatically are probably more money than most Woodmizer users are going to want to spend. Not to say they won't spend that money, but it's probably more than they want to spend. It's going to take up shop space, it's going to take up time. Are there any other sharpening services that compare to what Woodmizer had, or at least reasonable? Maybe there's opportunities there for those who have sharpening equipment for sharpening other people's blades. Now it's starting to sprinkle. Sunny and rain. Now it's starting to act like April. As far as what to do about blade sharpening, I don't really have any wisdom to offer. This video is more to ask the question, what do you guys do? What do you guys plan on doing? Are there other sharpening services available? What do other non-Woodmizer band mill owners do? I've heard rumors some of them just use Woodmizer Resharp. I do know these are some really nice looking 2x8s. As far as getting sharpening equipment, is it best to go Woodmizer? I know there are other brands of band sharpening equipment. Steve from MSD Making Sawdust has some videos. I think he has cat claw equipment. But let us know down in the comments what your thoughts are on this. Maybe for people who don't know what to do about this situation, a little bit of wisdom from some of you could be helpful. I got a late start milling this morning. We got one log left, it's the biggest one. But the sun went down, now it's getting dark. If I had a really good rechargeable headlamp, I could just keep going after dark. Rick and Tim from Two Brothers Outdoors had some nice headlamps on their last video. They were doing nighttime logging. Wouldn't that be fun? There might be enough daylight I could get that done, but I think I'll save that one for my Thanksgiving special coming up. Since it's dark and I'm getting hungry, I'm gonna go inside. See you later. Now it's blah, blah, blah.